Hello and welcome to this video on the personal finance classic, Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. This book has sold over 32 million copies worldwide and has been credited with inspiring countless readers to take control of their financial future. In Rich Dad Poor Dad, Kiyosaki shares the lessons he learned from two father figures with very different financial philosophies. His own poor dad, who was highly educated but struggled financially, and his friend's rich dad, who was a successful entrepreneur. Throughout the book, he emphasizes the importance of financial literacy, the value of acquiring assets that generate passive income, and the need to take calculated risks and learn from failure. Whether you're just starting out on your financial journey or looking to take your wealth-building efforts to the next level, Rich Dad Poor Dad offers practical advice and a fresh perspective on how to achieve financial freedom. So if you're ready to learn more about the mindset and strategies behind financial success, let's dive into Rich Dad Poor Dad and discover how you can take control of your financial future. Here is a detailed summary of Rich Dad Poor Dad. Chapter 1. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. The opening chapter of Rich Dad Poor Dad sets the stage for the rest of the book by introducing the two main father figures in Kiyosaki's life: his biological father, whom he refers to as Poor Dad, and his best friend's father, whom he calls Rich Dad. While both men were successful in their own right, they had very different attitudes towards money and wealth. His poor dad was a highly educated man who worked hard and believed in the value of a steady paycheck and job security. He held a PhD and worked as the superintendent of education in Hawaii, but he struggled to make ends meet and lived paycheck to paycheck. In contrast, his rich dad was a self-made millionaire who never finished high school. He owned several businesses and invested in real estate, and he believed in taking calculated risks to create wealth and financial freedom. He explains that the differences between his two dads' mindsets and attitudes towards money had a profound impact on his own financial education and success. He realized that traditional education systems do not teach people how to become financially literate, and that many people are trapped in a cycle of working hard for money instead of using money to work for them. Through his experiences with both of his dads, he learned that financial literacy is the key to building wealth and achieving financial freedom. He encourages readers to challenge their own beliefs about money and to seek out knowledge and skills that can help them create passive income and build assets. Overall, Chapter 1 of Rich Dad Poor Dad introduces readers to the two main figures who shaped Kiyosaki's views on money and sets the tone for the rest of the book, which offers practical advice and insights on how to become financially literate and achieve financial freedom. Chapter 2. The Rich Don't Work for Money. In Chapter 2 of Rich Dad Poor Dad, he continues to explore the mindset and attitudes that separate the wealthy from the middle class and the poor. He argues that one of the biggest differences is that the wealthy understand how to make money work for them, while most people work hard for money and never achieve financial freedom. He shares an early lesson he learned from his rich dad, who taught him the importance of financial independence and how to create passive income streams. He encouraged Kiyosaki to focus on building assets that generate income, such as real estate, stocks, and businesses, instead of simply working for a paycheck. He explains that most people are trapped in the rat race of working hard to pay bills and acquire possessions, without ever building a solid foundation of assets that can provide financial security and freedom. He argues that the solution is to change your mindset and focus on acquiring assets that generate income, rather than simply trying to accumulate more money. He also emphasizes the importance of financial education and understanding the difference between assets and liabilities. He explains that assets are things that put money into your pocket, such as rental properties or stocks, while liabilities are things that take money out of your pocket, such as a mortgage or car loan. He encourages readers to focus on acquiring assets and reducing their liabilities in order to build wealth and achieve financial freedom. Overall, Chapter 2 of Rich Dad Poor Dad encourages readers to shift their mindset and focus on creating passive income streams through the acquisition of assets, rather than simply working for a paycheck. He emphasizes the importance of financial education and understanding the difference between assets and liabilities as key steps towards building wealth and achieving financial independence. Chapter 3. Why Teach Financial Literacy. In Chapter 3 of Rich Dad Poor Dad, Kiyosaki explains why he believes that financial literacy is not only important, but essential for anyone who wants to achieve financial success and independence. He argues that traditional education systems focus too much on teaching people how to work hard for money, rather than how to make money work for them. He shares a story about a successful businessman who was financially illiterate and lost everything during a recession. He argues that this man's downfall was due to his lack of financial education and his belief that he could rely solely on his income to create wealth. He also points out that the tax system in most countries is designed to benefit the wealthy, and that financial literacy is necessary to understand how to take advantage of these tax laws and other financial strategies. He emphasizes the importance of financial education for young people, arguing that traditional schooling often fails to teach basic financial skills such as budgeting, saving, and investing. Kiyosaki encourages parents to take an active role in teaching their children about money and suggests that financial education should be incorporated into school curriculums. Overall, Chapter 3 of Rich Dad Poor Dad argues that financial literacy is crucial for anyone who wants to achieve financial success and independence. He highlights the shortcomings of traditional education systems and encourages readers to take responsibility for their own financial education. He suggests that financial literacy should be a priority for parents and educators, and that learning how to make money work for you is essential for building wealth and achieving financial freedom. Chapter 4: The History of Taxes and the Power of Corporations. In Chapter 4 of Rich Dad Poor Dad, Kiyosaki delves into the history of taxes and the role of corporations in building wealth. He argues that understanding the tax system and using it to your advantage is essential for achieving financial success. He explains that the modern tax system was created to reward business owners and investors, and that individuals who rely solely on their paychecks are at a disadvantage. He encourages readers to learn about the different tax laws and strategies that can be used to reduce taxes and increase income. He also emphasizes the power of corporations in building wealth, and suggests that individuals should consider starting their own businesses or investing in existing ones. He explains that corporations are able to take advantage of various tax benefits and deductions, and that owning a share of a successful corporation can provide a steady stream of passive income. In addition, he stresses the importance of building a team of financial experts, such as accountants, lawyers, and financial advisors, who can provide guidance and support in navigating the complex tax system and investing in corporations. Overall, Chapter 4 of Rich Dad Poor Dad highlights the importance of understanding the tax system and the power of corporations in building wealth. Kiyosaki encourages readers to consider starting their own businesses or investing in existing ones, and emphasizes the need for a team of financial experts to provide guidance and support. By taking advantage of the tax laws and strategies available to them, individuals can reduce their taxes and increase their income, ultimately achieving financial success and independence. Chapter 5: The Rich Invent Money. In Chapter 5 of Rich Dad Poor Dad, Kiyosaki explains how the rich think about money and wealth creation. He argues that the wealthy do not rely solely on traditional sources of income, but instead create their own opportunities by inventing money. He shares a story about his friend's father, who created a successful business by inventing a new product and securing a patent for it. He emphasizes the importance of creating value through innovation, rather than simply working hard for money. He also explains that the wealthy do not view money as a limited resource, but rather as something that can be created through creativity and resourcefulness. He encourages readers to think outside the box and come up with their own ideas for creating wealth. In addition, Kiyosaki highlights the importance of taking calculated risks in order to achieve financial success. He explains that the wealthy are willing to take risks in order to pursue their goals, and that they are not afraid of failure. Finally, he emphasizes the importance of continually educating oneself and expanding one's knowledge in order to stay ahead of the curve. He encourages readers to read books, attend seminars, and network with successful people in order to learn from their experiences and insights. Overall, Chapter 5 of Rich Dad Poor Dad argues that the wealthy create their own opportunities by inventing money, taking calculated risks, and continually educating themselves. Kiyosaki encourages readers to think outside the box and come up with their own innovative ideas for creating wealth. By taking calculated risks and staying ahead of the curve, individuals can achieve financial success and independence. Chapter 6: Work to Learn. Don't work for money. In Chapter 6 of Rich Dad Poor Dad, Kiyosaki emphasizes the importance of education and learning in achieving financial success. He argues that traditional education, which focuses primarily on academic knowledge and job skills, is not enough to build wealth. He encourages readers to pursue learning opportunities that will teach them about investing, entrepreneurship, and financial management. He suggests that individuals should seek out mentors and other successful people who can share their knowledge and experience. He also stresses the importance of taking action and putting one's knowledge into practice. He encourages readers to take on new challenges and learn from their mistakes, rather than being afraid of failure. In addition, he discusses the concept of intellectual property and how it can be a valuable source of income. He suggests that individuals should seek to create their own intellectual property, such as patents, trademarks, and copyrights, in order to generate passive income. Finally, he emphasizes the importance of developing a strong financial foundation through saving, budgeting, and investing. He suggests that individuals should live below their means and focus on building assets that will generate income rather than accumulating liabilities. Overall, Chapter 6 of Rich Dad Poor Dad argues that education and learning are essential for achieving financial success. Kiyosaki encourages readers to pursue learning opportunities outside of traditional education and to seek out mentors and successful people who can share their knowledge and experience. By taking action and putting one's knowledge into practice, individuals can build wealth and create passive income streams through intellectual property and asset building. Chapter 7. Overcoming Obstacles. In Chapter 7 of Rich Dad Poor Dad, Kiyosaki discusses the importance of overcoming obstacles and challenges on the path to financial success. He argues that facing adversity and learning from failure is an essential part of the journey. He shares a personal story about his experience building a business that ultimately failed. He emphasizes that the lessons he learned from that failure were invaluable in his later successes. He also discusses the concept of fear and how it can hold people back from pursuing their goal. He encourages readers to face their fears head-on and to take action despite their fear. In addition, he discusses the importance of taking responsibility for one's financial situation. He argues that blaming external factors, such as the economy, or one's upbringing, is not productive and will not lead to financial success. Instead, individuals should take ownership of their situation and work to improve it. Finally, he discusses the importance of having a strong support system. He suggests that individuals surround themselves with positive, supportive people who will encourage them to pursue their goals and help them through challenges. Overall, Chapter 7 of Rich Dad Poor Dad emphasizes the importance of overcoming obstacles and challenges on the path to financial success. Kiyosaki encourages readers to face their fears and take responsibility for their financial situation. By learning from failure, taking action, and surrounding oneself with a positive support system, individuals can overcome obstacles and achieve their financial goal. Chapter 8. Getting Started. In Chapter 8 of Rich Dad Poor Dad, Kiyosaki discusses the importance of taking action and getting started on the path to financial success. He argues that many people get stuck in analysis paralysis, overthinking and overanalyzing their options, and never actually taking any steps towards their goal. He emphasizes that the first step towards financial success is to start building assets that will generate income. He suggests that individuals start small and focus on building one asset at a time, whether it's a small business, rental property, or stock portfolio. He also discusses the importance of developing a strong financial foundation before taking on too much risk. He suggests that individuals focus on paying off debt, building up savings, and developing a budget before investing heavily in assets. In addition, he discusses the importance of mindset in achieving financial success. He argues that a positive, growth-oriented mindset is essential for taking action and persevering through challenges. Finally, he stresses the importance of learning from mistakes and continuing to take action despite setbacks. He argues that failure is an inevitable part of the process, and that individuals should embrace it as a learning opportunity rather than a reason to give up. Overall, Chapter 8 of Rich Dad Poor Dad emphasizes the importance of taking action and getting started on the path to financial success. Kiyosaki encourages readers to start small and focus on building assets that will generate income, while also developing a strong financial foundation and maintaining a positive, growth-oriented mindset. By learning from mistakes and persevering through challenges, individuals can achieve their financial goals over time. Chapter 9. Still Want More? Here are some to-dos. In Chapter 9 of Rich Dad Poor Dad, Kiyosaki provides a list of actionable steps that readers can take to continue on the path towards financial success. He emphasizes that taking action and continuously learning and growing are essential for achieving long-term financial goals. The first step he suggests is to make a plan and set specific financial goals. He encourages readers to write down their goals and create a timeline for achieving them. He also suggests that individuals focus on building passive income streams, such as rental properties or dividend-paying stocks, in addition to their primary sources of income. Another key step towards financial success, according to Kiyosaki, is to continuously educate oneself about money and investing. He suggests reading books and attending seminars to expand one's knowledge and gain new insights. He also stresses the importance of taking calculated risks and not being afraid to make mistakes. He encourages readers to be willing to take action and to learn from any failures or setbacks that may occur. Finally, He suggests that individuals surround themselves with supportive and knowledgeable people who can offer advice and guidance along the way. Overall, Chapter 9 of Rich Dad Poor Dad provides readers with actionable steps to continue on the path towards financial success. Kiyosaki emphasizes the importance of setting goals, building passive income streams, continuously educating oneself, taking calculated risks, and surrounding oneself with a strong support system. By taking these steps and persevering through challenges, individuals can achieve their financial goals and create a secure financial future.